Did you know who was known as the greatest player in basketball in the world? Let's find out. Hi guys, I'm Jezabel Malyari at your service. Did you know who was known as the greatest player in basketball in the world? Let's find out. The greatest player in the world is Michael Jordan, also known by his initials MJ. He was born on February 17, 1963 at Brooklyn, New York. His jersey number are 23, 12, and 45.
Michael Jordan, his nationality is American. His height is 6 feet and 6 inches. Listed weight is 216 pounds or 98 kilograms.
He played 15 seasons in the NBA, winning 6 championships with the Chicago Bulls. By acclamation, Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all the time.
Michael Jordan accomplished everything possible in the game, filling up on the stats and awards. On the game's biggest stage, the NBA Finals, Jordan went a perfect 6-for-6, also sweeping Finals MVP in his appearances.
Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. When the morning comes and we see what we've become, in the cold light of day, we're a flame in the wind, not the fire that we begun. Every argument, every word we can't take back. Cause with all that has happened, I think that we both know the way that the story ends. Then only for a minute I want to change my mind, cause this just don't feel right to me. I wanna raise your spirits, I want to see you smile, but no, that means I'll have to leave. I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. When the evening falls and I'm left there with.
Hello guys, in this video, let's answer the question, why are basketball players usually tall? Based on my research, basketball players are tall because the rule book puts the basket 10 feet high and they want to put the ball in the basket. The taller players achieve the goal better. So it means sa basketball meron sinusunod na rules ang height. Okay? Based sa nabasa ko, usually kapag ang height ng mga basketball player is 5 feet and 10 inches and above sa mga lalaki. Then kapag babae is 5 feet and 3 inches above. Then ang standard naman daw ng height ng isang NBA basketball player is 7 feet. So kung meron kang mataas na height sa basketball court, is there's a lot of advantage in the court. So sabi nga sa nabasa ko, the taller you are, the more of a built-in advantage you will enjoy. So, napakarami ng advantage kung ikaw ay matangkad sa court. Basketball players have a goal, they follow rules. And the ones who achieve the goal best following the rules emerge as the best. If you change the rules to put the basket 5 feet high, shorter basketball players will emerge as the best. Of course, other considerations apply, and some short players do well. But this effect is strong and never goes away. So it is better kung mataas, or if you have a high height in basketball, maliban sa kesa sa mas maliliit na height. Hindi naman sa ano, pero in basketball kasi there's a lot of message talaga kung ang basketball player is matangkad, because based on my own opinion, also in my experience, mas nakikita ko kasi yung mga kalaban or other team kung anong gagawin nila. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching.
So, what is the difference between a basketball team and a basketball league? A basketball team is a 5-member team that plays basketball. Ito yung mga school-based, non-school-based, or paliga, or yung sa mga barangay. While the basketball league is a league of basketball teams. And one example is the NBA. The NBA is a global sports and media business built for professional sports league, which is the National Basketball Association, the Women's National Basketball Association, the NBA G League, and the NBA 2K League.
So, how long does a basketball game? The official ruling is 48 minutes, with each quarter being 12 minutes long. However, adding timeouts, fouls called by ref, halftime, and other several instances, it can go up until 2 hours. So, PBA and NBA have the same standard time. It means it can go up until 2 hours or more. During some instances, the game has been extended due to a tie. Overtime takes place in which 5 minutes are added. So, basketball is the most played sports in high schools. So, basketball times in high school is less than half an hour. Just like NBA's high school game has 4 quarters. But these quarters are more or less time because each quarters lasted only for 8 minutes.
Positions and role in basketball. Point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center. The point guard is usually the shortest but the best ball handler on the team, also known as the coach on the floor or the floor general. A point guard is responsible for directing plays. He needs to have good court vision to create open shots for the receivers as well as drive the ball down the court and initiate offensive plays. Point guard need to have an excellent long distance shooting, though it's not quite as crucial as for shooting guards. Some point guards take as many shots as shooting guards. Next, shooting guard. Potentially the shortest player on the team. The shooting guard is the team's best outside shooter. Besides being able to shoot well, the shooting guard needs to be good at dribbling fast, passing, and having court vision by seeing the court. He is also responsible for driving the ball down the court and setting up offensive plays. A good shooting guard will be a threat to his opponent as he is be able to score from anywhere on the court. Small forward. The small forward is usually the shorter of the two forwards on the team but plays the most versatile role out of the main 5 positions. He must have enough height and the ability to play on the inside as well as agility to play on the outside, similar to a shooting guard. The small forward are usually the second or third best shooters on the team and should be able to do a little bit of everything on the court. Power forward. Power forwards are usually the second tallest in the team and are the closest to the center in terms of physical attributes and playing style, but with more speed. They are often the most versatile player, being able to score in the paint as well as being able to shoot from mid-range. It will be more effective if they able to land a three-point consistently. Defensively, they are required to have the strength to guard bigger player close to the basket. The center. The center is usually the team's tallest and strongest player and is positioned under the basket. He is also required to be physically domineering with more physical strength and athleticism. On the offensive plays, most centers do not consistently score mid-range or beyond the arc. Instead, most of their points should be from offensive rebounds and are also required to block defenders to open other players up from driving to the basket. On the defense, the center is responsible for keeping the opponent from shooting by blocking shots and pass in the vital area. They are also expected to fight for rebounds as they are usually taller physically.
I'm Gabriel De La Cruz and I'll be discussing the 5 abilities that a good player must have. Number 1 is work ethic. If being great was easy, everyone would be a star. But the reality is, greatness takes a lot of time and effort. So, kung gusto nating ma-achieve yung mga goals natin sa buhay or yung mga bagay na gusto natin, kailangan natin maging masipag. So, as a player, para maging magaling ka, player, kailangan mong syempre mag-train hard, mag-train ka na mag-train, and you have to put effort in that. So, para magkaroon ka ng to have the skill and also to be a great player. The second one is attitude. So, attitude is one of the most important abilities that a player must have. Because as a player, kailangan marunong kang makisama sa mga teammates mo and for example, natalo kayo sa game, do not blame them and you must have a positive attitude, fighting spirit, and teammanship. Also, do not bring other teammates down. Instead, lift them up. And the third one is body language. So, having a bad body language can lead to poor play. For example, bad team chemistry or the player showing bad attitude to his or her teammates or sa referee or dun sa coach. Syempre, if ganun yung pinapakita ng player, pwede siyang alisin ng coach sa team. So, great players must have the tremendous body language like clapping or good communication to his her teammates and coach. So, the fourth ability is competitive. So, great players are competitive, not just in games but also in their lives. And being competitive makes a player great because it pushes him or her to win or be great in every game. So, syempre, if you are competitive, di ba, lagi nasa mindset mo is kailangan manalo, laging panalo, ganun. Not defeat, ganun. So, iniisip natin, if you are competitive, kailangan lagi kang namumuna or lagi kang panalo sa bawat games. And lastly is the skill. So, of course, the skill is the most important. Of course, as a player, you need to have this ability in order to be a great player. Like the ability to shoot, dribble, pass, defend, or rebound. So, ito yung mga skill na required to be a great player. So, syempre, in order to build these skills, the player must have the willingness to do the trainings and must have put time and effort.
I'm Giovanni Gomez,
and I'm here to report who invented the indoor game which we call it basketball. It began with its invention in 1891 in Springfield by Canadian physical education instructor James Naismith. As a less injury-prone sport than football, Naismith was a 31 years old graduate student when he created the indoor sport to keep athletes indoor during the winters. The game became established very quickly and grew very popular as the 20th century progressed, first in America and then in other parts of the world. After basketball became established in American college, the professional game followed. The American National Basketball Association, or we also call NBA, established in 1946, grew to a multi-billionaire dollar enterprise by the end of the century, and basketball became an integral part of American culture. Thank you.
Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.